All right, we're at the NOVA Open. This is round 3, top table. We are playing the bunker assault mission. We have 5 bunkers, in this case, that building, that building, that building, that building, and that little one over there. They have focal points in them, so if you have a ground unit inside them or within 6 inches of them at the end of the game, you get 1 point. If you also have more ground units than your opponent, you get 1 additional point. That's it. That's the only way to score points. They're deploying the corners. This is Joe, and this is James. We'll be back with your army. All right, here's Joe's army. We got 2 Desolators with a, what's your commander?
Level 2.
Level 2, and 4 walk-on Prowlers. They're already directly deployed. We'll get to that. There's 3 Reavers with no transport. It looks like we got 2 Harbingers with AA. 1 has the Ravagers and 1 has the Stalkers. Got 2 battle groups with Destroyers with a Screamer Raider combo, right?
Each Warrior squad has a Screamer Raider with it.
Okay, so yeah. 2 squads, Warriors, and Intruders, each with a Screamer Raider, and then a battle group with 2 units of Destroyers and Intruders.
And the Prowlers that are already on.
And the Prowlers, yep. Here's James' list. We've got a level 5 commander inside a Nemesis, 2 Angelos with, what's in your Angelos?
Angelos has, both Angelos have Valkyries.
Okay, those are directly deploying. Squad of Helios directly deployed, Phobos directly deployed. And off the board we've got Neptunes. 1 has 2 Odins, 1's got 2 Phobos. Looks like we've got some Tritons with a Medusa and some Snipers and an Immortals.
Yep.
And the Valkyries are inside the Angelos. Yep. That's about it. Sorry this is a little sloppy, but we're time crunched. We'll be back with start of turn 1. Joe won the initiative roll-off amazingly and made James go first. He played Overdrive, so his skimmers go faster, I believe, or vehicles go faster. And he also played Abandon All Hope at the end of the cleanup phase, but it got espionaged. Here we are. We'll be back in first activation. James' activation, he moved his Triton with the Immortals.
Yep.
Joe activated an infantry battle group. His squad of warriors went way over behind that building, and his Screamer Raider is sitting right there.
Okay. Moved my 2 Angelos, my 2 units of Angelos up, disembarked the Valkyries, and shot at the building, doing a total of 10 points of damage so far.
Here is Joe's infantry battle group. He moved his warriors up behind that building, and his Raider Screamer over there. All right, the armor group, we have 2 Phobos disembarking from the Neptune, and a walk-on Phobos walking forward. Activated the Scourge Scout group. The Prowlers decided to use Overdrive, promptly rolled a 1, one of them blew up, and the Destroyers are there, and they're both on the deck. The infantry long reach team are right there, and the Helios drove up just a little bit. This was the Scourge command group. The Desolators moved up over there, and the Drive-On Reapers moved up behind that building. Command group for the PHR, the Nemesis, which is right there, did 3 damage to that building there, and the Medusa inside the Triton X went right there. All right, the double Harbinger group, the armor group, 1 Harbinger with the Ravagers came up here. They disembarked. The Stalkers are embarked in that Harbinger over there. All right, we got the PHR heavy group over here. The Neptune walked up, and the Odins are still embarked inside. All right, James won the initiative roll-off for turn 2, and nobody played any cards. All right, PHR infantry activation. The Snipers disembarked into that building, and the Helios drove forward 6 inches. Scourge infantry battle group. The Warriors disembarked into that building. The Raider whipped around the corner and tried to flame the building, but was just out of range, and disembarked the Screamer. PHR armor battle group. This Phobos here walked up, and he judged it just right. You can just barely see that flight stand. And he shot the Raider, rolled really well, did 4 damage. This Phobos walked up, has not shot, saving its shots. This Phobos also walked up and is also not. Scourge command group, the 2 Desolators moved up over here. This Phobos reaction fired the Desolator on the left and did 1 damage. Both of them shot the building. One of them missed. One of them rolled a 1 to damage. So amazingly, no damage on that building. And then these 3 Reapers moved up and shot the building, which I guess actually hits on a 2+, if I'm interpreting the rules correctly. Did 6 damage and killed the entire base of Valkyries, so amazing rolling. All right, the scout group, the 1 group of Valkyries moved out of that building into this building. 1 moved into the bunker over there, and their Angelos transports shot this building here, and 1 Angelos over there also shot this building and did a bunch of damage to it. Anything else in that battle group? Just Valkyries and Angelos?
Just the Valkyries.
Okay. Okay, the Harbingers went in the armor group for the Scourge. The Stalkers dropped off there, just kind of chilled out with the Screamer. Excuse me. And the Ravagers moved up here, and they were able to take out the Triton that was there. 2 of them had a line of sight to it. The other one tried to fire at that. Triton was out of range and out of line of sight of that one in the corner. Harbinger moved up here. think that's it. Oh, and the two immortals that were inside the Triton both died in the crash, unfortunately. Okay, PHR command group, the Nemesis shot the 2 row cannons at the building. Tail cannon killed one of the Ravagers. By the way, we have decided to rule this as not area cover, it's just totally decoration. The Medusa moved up here and did anything?
It tried but missed. It didn't have range.
Oh, out of range. Got it. Yep, makes sense. Scourge infantry battle group. The warriors. Well, first off, the Raider Screamer. He was kind of cornered by these 2 Phobos, so Joe went ahead and dropped the Screamer off. Then made a dash for it with the Raider. That remaining Phobos there reaction fired and blew it away. It only had 1 damage point left anyway. The Screamer's there. And the warriors in their intruder went over there, went to the deck, that one there, and the warriors got into the center building. The heavy group for the PHR, the Neptune went around there and deployed the 2 Odins. The Scourge Scout battle group, the Prowlers are just hanging out, chilling in the corner. The Destroyers went over here and dumped into that focal point with the Valkyries. And over here, excuse me. The other Destroyers went around here. The Intruder tried to plasma hose the Medusa with the little 3-shot version and missed everything on 6s. And then the Destroyers got into this building. All right, start of turn 3. Joe amazingly won the roll-off again, and nobody played any cards.
Okay, we had the Raider come up. He flamethrow the Medusa, doing 4 wounds after she played white nanomites to block some of the damage. He moved the Screamer up. We did combat here. The Valkyries lost all but 1, and he lost just 1 actual warrior model.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, it didn't go great.
And one other interesting rules question is, for the CQB, they had a +5 dice from the Medusa and then a -half from the Screamer. We don't actually know the order of operations, so we have decided that the division comes first, or no.
Yeah,
division comes first, and then you add the 5. But we don't really know the answer to that. So
I mean, that's the answer, and according to real math.
Yeah, because it's
order of operations.
That's true. So maybe we'll post that one on the forums. But yeah. All right, so we got the scout group here. 2 units of Valkyries, 2 units of Angelus. Angelus are where? There's there and back here. Yep. They all shot this building. It's down to 2 damage points, and it might collapse on the stalkers there. It's kind of amazing. This CQB played out. He managed to kill 1 destroyer, and the Valkyries almost survived, but he did exactly 5 wounds. So those Valkyries are now dead. Scourge armor activation. The Ravagers fired at the Medusa and did, what, 1 damage?
Yep. Another wound on her.
Harbinger moved up there, zapped the Triton but couldn't kill it, tried to bomb the Medusa and missed. This Harbinger picked up the Stalkers and put them over here, and James did not elect to reaction fire with the Phobos. Alright, we got the PHR armor group. The Phobos decided to unload on the Harbinger, actually only hit it twice out of 6 shots, but an assisted targeting card made that 4 hits, did 3 damage. The Neptune moved up to try to shoot the Reaper and was just out of range. And this Phobos over here, excuse me, shot the Commander in the Desolator and did 2 damage.
Alright, so I moved up the second Desolator, played aggression on it. It took some reaction fire from one of the planes, one of the Helioses, took 2 damage. With its AoE, it did a damage to each Helios and put a couple damage on the building, which resulted in 2 falling masonry. My commander went up, tried to do the same, and wound up hurting my Screamer and nothing else.
Okay. Nemesis moved up. It took a shot with his articulated weapon at the Screamer. It missed with a 1. The Triton X healed the Medusa for 1 point. Medusa moved up, tried to shoot at this, but with the penalties, got no hit.
So activated the Destroyers. The Destroyers hung out in their bunkers. The dropship came over here and failed to do anything. The Intruder over here, however, finished off the Valkyrie squad who had fled the building because they're bad.
The infantry group for the PHR, these Immortal Long-Range Snipers shot 5 shots at the Screamer and did nothing with relatively bad rolling, and 3 shots at the Ravager over here and also did nothing, so bad round for them. In the meantime, though, the Helios went around the corner, both of them.
Yeah, one of them already shot, the other one just shot and did 3 wounds, so his commander bring him down to 1 wound left.
Yeah, so that commander's almost dead. Alright, this is the infantry group. The infantry are chilling in the bunker. Their intruder went up and tried to shoot the Phobos. Yeah. Failed. And the Screamer's chilling. I think that's it. PHR heavy group. Just a quick reposition here with the Neptune coming up and repositioning the others. Alright, start of turn 4. James won the initiative roll-off. Joe tried to repair his heavily damaged commander, and it got espionaged, and then James repaired his Helios. All right, PHR infantry group, the long-reach sniper team fired from the wall, shot 8 long-reach rifles into the Screamer and did 0 damage. Really terrible rolling. In the meantime, he decided to play it safe, shot all of the Helios shots, all 12 of them, into the Commander. The Commander's dead. Might have been able to take a risk to shoot like 3 shots into the other Desolator, but decided to play it safe. I think that was the right choice, because having that Commander gone is pretty nice.
Alright, so I activated my Raider to finish off the Medusa here. It did 7 wounds, only had 6 left, so that was pretty good rolling on my part. The Screamer took cover behind the building here, and my dropship for the Warriors moved up and took pot shots at the Helios, which did not quite hit.
The Valkyrie Scout group activated, which basically just consists of these 4 Angelos. They all came around the corner and attacked Stalkers and killed 1 Stalker.
So my Ravagers over here shot into the building. They did 3 wounds to another squad and then moved away.
Wow.
My dropship over here was a complete and total champion. He shot down the dropship with his AA and blew up a Helios with his bomb. Wow. On a 6 to hit. Over there, my Stalkers came around the corner. They shot the 2 Phoboses, doing 1 wound to one and killing the other. And my dropship put a wound on the medium dropship, whatever it's called.
Oh, with the little AA gun?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
I think we've just seen the.
Alright, the PHR command group activated. The Nemesis unloaded on this building here and blew it up, which actually took out the 2 Ravagers that were sitting next to it, because Joe forgot about that. And the Triton X came over here and shot at the Screamer and didn't hurt it. That Screamer is invincible.
Destroyers, 2 Intruders took their activations. They both took shots at various AA and didn't hit anything.
And the Destroyer's just chilling in the buildings.
Yep.
PHR heavy group, the Odins walked around the corner and blew away one of the Reapers, and the Neptune tried to shoot at the Stalker over there and couldn't hit. The command group for the Scourge activated. The Desolator blew up that last Helios with its focused laser and moved over here. And the Reapers moved around the corner and blew up that Neptune that was carrying the Odins, so they're kind of stuck there.
Okay, activated my battle group. Phobos took a shot off at the Harbinger, did not actually do any damage. The other one had already shot, so it just moved behind, and then the Neptune just stayed where it was.
Scourge infantry group, the Warriors just hung out. The Intruder went around and shot at the Phobos and did nothing, and the Screamer walked around the corner and did nothing. Start of turn 5, James won the initiative roll-off, and nobody played any cards. PHR heavy group just blasted the Screamer, rolled a little subpar, and only did 2 damage points to it. The Scourge command group, the Desolator moved down the street to go smash all of the, the Nemesis and the Angelos there, and this heroic Phobos, this one, reaction fired it and managed to do 3 damage points with its reaction fire and blew it up before it could shoot. That was really lucky. And then these Reapers moved over here and blew up his other Neptune. Scout group for the PHR, all the Angelos came around the corner. 3 of them had shots, and they blew up 1 Stalker. Alright, infantry group for the Scourge, they're still just chilling. The Screamer ran around the corner and killed an Odin, and the Intruder did not. PHR command group, the Nemesis stomped down the street, but there's nothing to shoot. And the Triton X came over here, tried to kill a Prowler, and missed. Alright, so Scout group for the Scourge, the Destroyers moved into the middle building, and the Intruder shot at his Phobos, and the Prowlers moved around to the side so that the Triton X can't shoot. PHR infantry group, the long-reach snipers, killed the Screamer, did 3 damage to it at long last. The Screamer is now dead. So, the infantry group activated, they're chilling in the bunker. The Screamer Raider part of the group, Raider went over there and flamed them, and killed 1 base, and the other base has 1 wound left. Yeah. PHR armor group, the Phobos walked this way. This is the Stalker Ravager battle group. This Harbinger moved up, and this one moved up and bombed the Phobos, hit it, didn't do any damage. The Stalker walked past the Phobos and shot the Odin and did 1 damage. Start of turn 6, James won the roll-off and played Underground Monorail between those 2 buildings. PHR infantry team went through the monorail into the bunker. Alright, the Scourge infantry vacated the bunker, and the Raider flamed the Immortal Longreach team out of there, and the Intruder is just chilling over there. This is the Scourge infantry group. So this is the PHR command group. The Nemesis rolled up here, shot these 2 Reapers, right?
Yep,
and the Stalker, and didn't actually manage to hurt anything. And then what else happened?
The Triton X came over and killed 1 base of his warriors.
Yep, couldn't quite finish them off though. Scourge infantry group, the Screamer went over here to kill the Odin, and he played Drive Hack and rolled a 6. So the Screamer can't move because its drive was hacked, or its brain was hacked, I guess. And then the The intruder tried to fire at the Phobos over there, and he played white nanomachines, and he saved it. So the Valkyries activated, and their Angelos went around here. Those two shot the Stalker, killed it. These two shot at the Reaper, and finished it off. And I think that's it. The armor group activated. The Harbingers came over here. They both tried to bomb that Phobos and electrify the Angelos with their AA gun, and everything missed. The armor group for the PHR, the Phobos activated, moved 3 inches, tried to shoot the Reaper, and couldn't kill it. What about your other Phobos? Is it still alive?
Yeah, it's over here. It doesn't move.
It just stays still. Scourge infantry group, it's these warriors right there. They stayed put. The intruder went around the corner and tried to plasma hose the Phobos over there, and he reaction fired and killed it. So the PHR heavy group activated, shot the Screamer, and did 1 damage, right? Yep. And then finally the destroyers, the scout group activated. The destroyers went over here, dropped into this.
Their other dropship moved over there and did nothing.
Yeah, tried to damage the Phobos.
Maybe someone's got.
Okay, end of the game. Let's go through each focal point. This one had the Prowlers on it, so 2 points for Joe and nothing for James. This one had the Warriors on it, so 2 points for Joe, nothing for James. This one had the Nemesis, which easily outpointed, and those Angelus actually, which easily outpointed the Warriors there, so 2 points for James, 1 point for Joe. This one had the Destroyers, which were worth a freaking 200 points because they double since they're inside the bunker. And the Screamer and the Reaper, and that was more than the Odin and the 2 Angelus there, so this was 2 points for Joe, 1 point for James. And because of that last second move, this got also 2 points for Joe and 1 point for James, contesting with the Phobos. So the final score was 9-4 in battle points, and then since this is a tournament, we also look at the kill points. You killed 714, sorry? 716, you killed?
774.
So James actually got more kill points, so no bonus points for Joe. So this ended up being a 15-5. Now, before this mission, Joe had 26 tournament points. James had 24 tournament points, so you get up to 41 tournament points. You get up to 29 tournament points, but Scott, that joker sitting over there in the corner on his phone, managed to 19-1 on table 2, so he actually went from 24 points up to 43 points, and he actually is going to end up winning the tournament, even though he lost a game. But
Sorry about doing so bad against him.
No worries. I mean, that's how the Hawk system works. Like, sometimes someone who doesn't win all their games ends up winning the tournament because they blow somebody out. It's what it is. So that's the standard format. I wanted to run a tournament in the standard format because everyone knows what they're getting into. It's at least a standard that people got. But anyway, congrats to Joe for getting second place and winning 3 games against some pretty tough opponents. Congrats to Scott, who's not paying attention, but for winning another tournament here. Just quick debrief on the game. I know Bunker Assault with your list was pretty rough because he had an advantage in his infantry in close combat, and he had flamers. And you had no flamers.
No.
So that's pretty tough. You were at a huge disadvantage. And I think what you tried to do was you tried to really dominate the tank game outside, and you did a pretty good job of that. Like, Joe's almost got nothing left on the ground on the map. Really just the Screamer and the Reaper, and that's it.
It's just the stuff in the buildings that I can't get to.
And yeah, and he had enough stuff in the buildings that was able to contest points, and he wasn't able to threaten in the backfield or outpoint those Reapers, or the Prowlers rather. Any other thoughts on how the strategy went?
It was more effective than I thought it would be.
I had the same experience.
It really tore my 2 Desolators down. I was kind of counting on at least getting the 1 up there to tear up some of those Angeloses. Not that it really would have affected the game overall, but maybe the kill points a little bit. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's a tough mission. Bunkers are very hard to deal with if you don't have flame.
Yeah.
Flame is great.
And then in terms of your list, would you modify it for an all-comers, like knowing that you might have to run into this mission?
Yeah, now with the Metro Knight 2, I don't have any new models, so one of the reasons is I'm still using the old stuff, so I really got to get some of the new stuff to start getting those flames in there, because they are huge, especially for anything that involves the building.
Either an Angelos A2 or a Menchit A2 or something like that? Okay, fair enough. So yeah, any other thoughts? I think I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone for coming to NOVA, and hope to see you all soon.